Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you a very important update from South Sudan where big political decisions are being made that could change the future of South Sudan. There are three major stories you need to understand. We will talk about Parliament is preparing to debate change to the peace agreement. Second, we'll talk about the African Union is pushing for progress toward election. And our third report will be about there is a major update in the court case of opposition leader Dr. Riek Machar. This development could decide whether South Sudan move forward in peace or face more political tension. Before we begin with this update, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let us start this with Parliament to debate peace agreement changes. In the capital city, Juba, the government is preparing to discuss changes to the peace agreement signed in 2018. This agreement is known as the Revitalized Agreement on the Resolution of the Conflict in South Sudan. This agreement helped stop years of civil war and created a path toward peace and election. Now, the government of South Sudan want to change some part of this agreement. So, what changes are being proposed? According to this report, the Justice Minister Michael Makwelwes has presented a new proposal. And this proposal includes removing the requirement for a permanent constitution before election. Second, they propose delaying the national population census, and third, they propose allowing election to happen under the current constitution from 2011, and fourth, they propose shortening the time to publish a voter list from 6 months to 3 months. In simple terms, the government of South Sudan want to move faster toward election, even if some important steps are not completed. So, why is this important? Well, originally the peace agreement said before election can happen, South Sudan must write a permanent constitution, and second, South Sudan must conduct a national census. These steps are important because they help ensure fair, transparent, and credible election. But now the government of South Sudan is saying, let not wait, let go ahead with election first. So let understand this. What did Parliament say? The Parliamentary Committee has already approved the proposal for debate. The spokesperson Oliver Mori Benjamin said the proposal came after discussion among political parties. Leaders in government have already supported the changes, and Parliament will debate and possibly vote next week. He also says something important. The agreement is not destroyed like the Revitalized Peace Agreement. They say it is being adjusted. Let's look at this. The leadership involved. The meeting was led by Speaker Joseph Ngere Pasico. It included members from the Transitional National Legislative Assembly and the Council of State. Not everyone agree with these changes. Let's look at the concern from civil society. Civil society leader Edmund Yakani raised serious concern. Edmund Yakani stated that the process may not follow the legal rule in the peace agreement. And international group may reject these changes, and it could create more political conflict. And Edmund Yakani warned that this could lead to more dispute and delay peace. Let's understand the international reaction. A group like the African Union, United Nations Intergovernmental Authority on Development, which is IGAD, they are watching closely. Some foreign governments have already expressed concern about this decision by the government of South Sudan. Also, we need to understand the opposition reaction, the SPLA-IO reaction. The opposition group linked to Dr. Riek Machar has rejected these changes. Also, the monitoring body, reconstituted Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Commission, has raised objection as well. So let's look at this. What happened next? According to the report, next week, Parliament will debate the proposal, lawmakers will vote, and major decision will be made. This decision could shape the future of election in South Sudan. Let's move on to our second top story. African Union call for election progress. A delegation from the African Union Peace and Security Council visited South Sudan. They are now in capital Juba. And the delegation was led by Erut Zemene Kasa. She is Ethiopia representative to the African Union. The team came to assess the situation on the ground, talk to leader and civil society, and also to support the peace process. According to this report, they spent 3 days in Juba meeting key leaders. They held discussion with Rebecca Nyandeng, the Mabur, the vice president, and they also meet with the vice president Hossein Abdelbagi, and they also meet with foreign affairs Monday Samaya Kumba. They also met civil society group, international partner, a peacekeeping organization. So let's look at the key message from the African Union. According to this report, Erut says something very clear. People in South Sudan won election more than ever. But she also said the country must prepare properly to make election fair and credible. So what happened next? According to this report, the African Union will review what they observed, and also they will release an official statement and then give a recommendation based on what they assess in South Sudan. Let's look at the current situation in South Sudan right now. Even though there is a peace agreement, the situation is still fragile. There are still political disagreements, security concerns, and delays in reform in South Sudan. There are also tension between leaders. The relationship between President Salva Kiir Mayardit and Dr. Riek Machar remain tense. In 2025, Dr. Machar was placed under house arrest in Juba, and also he was removed as first vice president. This increased political tension. Let's understand election delayed. South Sudan has never held a full national election since independence in 2011. Elections have been delayed many times because conditions are not ready. Political disagreement continue, logistics are difficult, and now elections are planned for December 2026. There's also international pressure from international. The international community is urging leaders to resume dialogue, release political detainees, Dr. Machar, and also prepare for election. Let's move on to our third top story, where Dr. Riek Machar court case update. Now let's move to the third major story. There is an update in the legal case involving Dr. Machar. Dr. Machar is currently facing a legal case related to the Nasir incident. A special court is handling the case in Juba. During the latest session, the defense team made two requests. The court is expected to decide soon. The defense asked for a live broadcast of the court proceeding on national TV. 1 week to they requested 1 week to prepare their case. They want the public to see the trial and ensure transparency. Let's look at the evidence presented. A digital expert, Calvin Rafadi, gave a testimony. This Calvin Rafadi is from South Africa. He said he checked electronic device, he found no direction order. He found no direct order from Dr. Machar to attack in Nasser, but he said there was communication through WhatsApp. The Judge Stephen Simon raised question: why was the report not officially confirmed earlier, and were legal procedure followed correctly? The court will decide on whether the trial will be broadcast live or whether to give more time to the defense. The decision will come soon. Finally, when we look at the bigger, or when we look all these three stories connected, they are connected together. There are some key issues: trust and process. The government want faster election, opposition want proper procedures, civil society want transparency, and international group want stability. If change are rushed, election may not be trusted, and political conflict may increase, and peace process could weaken. If handled well, of course, election could move forward, transition could finally end, and also stability could improve. So South Sudan is at a very important moment right now. The decision made in the coming days will shape the future of democracy, the peace process, the stability of the country, and so forth. Here are the question: will leaders work together for peace, or will disagreement slow progress again? We'll continue to follow this development closely. If you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to tap the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified.